Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Brittany of Thrift. I'm a reseller on Poshmark as well as eBay, and right now I don't even know if I can call myself that because sales have been so horrible both on Poshmark and eBay for me lately that I'm just shocked. It's just incredible how bad things have been, but you're going to get to hear a rant about that later. Right now, I'm just going to show you my haul. I have like a bunch of clothes that I can't wait to show you. And yes, I am still shopping because I do not believe that it is what I'm picking up. I know a lot of people try to say, "Oh, maybe your stuff just isn't in demand or whatever," but I really think something else is going on besides that. So I continue to act as I always have, being very mindful of what I'm picking up and just continuing on. So let's take a look at what I got. The first item I'm going to show you is this gold Victoria's Secret purse or satchel. It is in beautiful condition. I don't think that she used it. Usually when I think of Victoria's Secret, I think of lingerie or I think of like their fragrances. I don't know. I was aware that they had bags because I think I did have a tote bag from them, but I just never really thought of purses. But in any case, this cost me $2 and some change, and it's in beautiful condition. It's actually pretty lightweight. The gold makes it kind of look like it would, be a little heavier, but it's not. You can see the VS emblem there, and then it's got Victoria's Secret written there. And then it is a snap, and then you just got one compartment in there. So I just thought it was so pretty, and because it was only $2, I was like, I would love to resell that. It's got this beautiful chain here. One of the things that I always check when it comes to picking up bags for resale, or if I'm just trying to figure out if it might be real leather or not, is I always check up here because I know this is the part that gets the most wear. And if it is faux leather, a lot of times there will be a lot of cracking. And if there is no cracking, then there is a good chance that it's real leather. So I might take extra time looking at it, but a lot of times that's the fastest way for me to tell. But with this, there's nothing. There's no tarnish. It's just in beautiful condition. Another bag that caught my attention right off the bat is this. It's a very interesting kind of crossbody. I'm trying to get it right. But this is called Sash. And I just thought it was the coolest thing because it's great for people that want a crossbody. And it's got the card pockets in there. This is a zip closure here. And then it's also got like a pocket there if you want to put your phone. And then on the other side, it's really cool. It's got like a lot of different little compartments and it just looks like a sling. And I just thought it was so interesting. It is a faux leather material, but when I check the comps on these, they actually have really good comps and they seem like they're in demand. So I was like, okay, I'm glad that I spotted it because I just thought it was really cool looking. I feel like this is great if you're going to like an amusement park or to a fair and you don't want to have too much, but you want to keep your stuff kind of close to you, like, in a wallet. And the fact that it's got all these card pockets in it is just really cool. Just something kind of lightweight that you can, use in those situations. So I got that. This is not a brand that I am familiar with, but I picked it up based on style. So this is EIEN, INAN. I don't know, but in any case, and I hope I didn't show this already. If I did, forgive me, but this is a beautiful sequin jacket. And I love that it's got the little peplum, like the pleating here, and it just looks like sort of like a tuxedo. I think it's beautiful. It's got the mermaid, kind of like that blue green like scales to it, and I just think this would be so cool if you were going to a concert or some kind of an event. And then even on the back collar there. Actually, I thought about this jacket when I went to go see the Michael Jackson movie because I noticed that most of the outfits that he came on stage in were sequin, sequin, sequin. And I was like, I really want to see more sequins, on people. And like watching that movie was like so cool. Just loved it. So I thought about this jacket when I was watching it and I was like, oh, I just love the sequins. They're so pretty. So pick this up for about $6. From the $2 bin, I grabbed this. It's a sweatshirt or a hoodie. Never heard of the brand. This is called Fox Originals. And I think this is new without tag because it still has that string there, but I think I'll still just mark it as pre-owned. But it feels like really nice quality. It has Amsterdam written on the front, but what I like about it is the letters are raised, which to me feels like good quality. I also tend to look at this part here whenever I'm looking at hoodies, and it's something about it just feels good, like it's meant to last. So this is a size large, and again, it came from the $2 bin, so I definitely think I'll be able to get my money back for it. This is a brand that I sold before, and then I stopped picking it up because I think it was something that was one of those brands that would get a lot of attention, but it wasn't the easiest to move. However, I like this piece so much that I was like, okay, we're just gonna do it. I picked it up even in a small. You know, I like the larger sizes, but this is Halara. It is new with tags. And this is called the Halara Flex Denim. So usually when I see Halara, it'll be like the tennis skirts or dresses or something like that. I didn't even know that they made things like this. So basically this is a pair of pant jeans. They feel almost like pajama pants, but they have that denim look and they're wide leg. So when I check the comps on these, not bad. These are a pull-on, so they're definitely comfortable. So I was like, I haven't found a pair of jeans by Halara yet, so I want to give them a try, and I like the style of them, this wide leg here. So we're gonna see. Here is a brand called Marilice Foray or Free, and this is an extremely, extremely soft fleece, very soft fleece jacket. It feels like the lining for a coat, but when I check the comps, these are actually doing pretty well as well. And I can tell why, because they just feel really, really soft. And I could see this being the perfect like base layer. It does not feel like other fleece jackets that I've seen. It feels like it's just super soft. I can't really describe it. So that's what made me curious. And once I looked up the comps and saw that they do have a bit of a following, I decided to go on and grab it and try it out. I picked this up based on style and because it is vintage. So this is called Silver Fern. And it's just like this tan aviator pullover jacket for men. I just like the way that it looked. Or maybe it's like a lightweight shirt, but it's a quarter zip. So just, I mean, I don't know. The comps didn't, it seemed like the comps were kind of back and forth. But again, I just kind of had a good feeling about it. So I want to go on and try it. This is Charter Club, and it is in a size large. And this is 100% cashmere in this pretty wine color, new with tags, open cardigan. So definitely if I see a really nice cashmere piece, then I go on and grab it. I have seen quite a few cashmere pieces being donated. Usually it's harder to find them once the fall actually hits because people are grabbing them up. But if I see one that's new with tags, I'm like, regardless of the brand, I'm just going to go ahead on and like grab it anyway. Sorry, I'm distracted. I just put a bird feeder on my patio and I love to watch the birds eat out of it. So every time I hear a tweet, 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 like I immediately, even if I'm watching TV or whatever, I just look out there because I want to see them like grubbing on my seeds. Here's a brand that I've sold before in a dress. This is called Poetry. And I think it's a medium. It's got this pretty button back. I was getting ready to put it back because I was like, oh, it's probably polyester. But then when I saw that it was 100% silk, I decided to go on and grab it. It's got like a little bit of a peasanty sort of a look to it with the gathering there on the chest and the gathering in the arms. So I was like, okay, beautiful 100% silk piece. And I have had experience selling poetry before, and the dress performed very, very well. So I am going to give this one a go. From the $2 bin, this is a pair of pink and gray Under Armour shorts. I grabbed them because they're new with tags. These are a size medium. They retail for $30, and again, for only $2, you know, if I could get anywhere close to 30, I've definitely made my money back. This is something that came from Stitch Fix, and it is a men's item. This is called the Commons, and I just like the look of it. It's sort of like this teal blue, sort of a bluish green button-down shirt. It's in a size 2XL, so it's a great size, new with tags, pretty color. I am going to see what happens. Sometimes I can sell like skies or blue from Stitch Fix, and there's something else. Um, it's another brand that usually I see comes from Stitch Fix that isn't particularly like amazing or anything, but I have sold it a couple of times. So whenever I see the Stitch Fix tag, I have a tendency to, really pay attention to the piece. Just, it's like I don't expect to make like a lot of money off of it, but I do think that they have some pretty good sellable or resellable items. Here's something that I don't come across very often, but whenever I do, I pick it up because it has sold for me. This is Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply, and this is a pair of sort of like corduroy velvet pants in this very geometric, maybe not geometric. I don't know what you call this print exactly, but this is in a size 29, and this Denim and Supply is a line of Ralph Lauren that I believe is discontinued, and so people do actually like this line. It does have a following, which is why I don't see it that often, and when I do see it, I pick it up because it does sell. Here's my first time finding one of these, I think. So this is a child's size large Disney Parks Spirit jersey. So you see it's got the Walt Disney World symbol on the back, and it goes all down the shoulders and the arms and everything. And then here's the front. Feels really nice. It's got two little marks somewhere up there on the chest. Might not be that visible. They're kind of faint. I think it's right over here actually, but you're probably not going to see it too good. But in any case, I paid $2 for this out the $2 bin, and I'm hoping that maybe I can sell it for, like I said, it's my first time finding a Spirit jersey, so I'll have to check the comps and see. I love the quality on this because I could tell that the letters are slightly raised. See how they're coming up off of the shirt? It feels really nice, so this is pretty cool. Considering that I love to sell linen and sustainable pieces, this is a brand that I have dealt with before, and it usually works out pretty well. This is Flax in a size medium. I was happy to have found this. It feels very oversized, but this is just a white 100% linen long sleeve top. And I thought for sure, I was like, okay, it's white. I'm probably not going to get it because it's probably got stains in it, and OxyClean and stain treatment removers never seem to work for me. So, but I looked it over and it's in great condition. I'm going to look it over again and again. All the way up until packaging after I photograph it and everything, but I really don't see any stains or flaws. And again, like I said, it's just a pure white, very summery, beachy, coastal. I could probably use all those words in there. Top, and it's also got pockets. So very nice, very looky, and I think I'm going to be able to find a buyer pretty quickly. Here is a large, tall, new with tag, Lands End knit blazer, and it's got the cute little pink outline there. So I do like brands that are sort of outdoorsy, like Lands End, Orvis, what's the other one? Duluth and Eddie Bauer. Usually I like to pay attention to things like that because I do think there is some quality in that because they've been around for a long time and they are making items that are for, like for outdoors, and they're good and they're functional. So not saying that you'll get like a ton for it, but I mean, I've done all right with brands like that. So considering that this is a large, tall, which the tall I think adds some value to it, plus it's new with tag and it's cute, I decided to go on and grab this. Here is a Chico's size 3, which I believe is a 3X. This is called the Everyday Cardi. Yeah, it's the Everyday Cardi, and it's open, and it's just this gray. And let's see, what are you made of? It's just 100% rayon. But the fact that it is one of the larger sizes and it's a neutral color that will go with anything, it'll match with anything, it's new with tags. I feel like it's nice for the office or just, in general, like casually you can wear it, dress it up, dress it down, however you want to do it. And it's a mature brand, so I feel like this is a good pickup. Here's a pair of men's jeans. This is by American Eagle, and these are size 29-30, and I think they are, this is athletic fit. This is the Air Flex. So it's just a gray pair of jeans, but the fact that they are new tags and they are men's, and I think American Eagle has a following, I feel like I should be able to flip these. Here's another Halara piece. Again, I have backed away from selling Halara, but if I find something that I really like, then I'm going to get it. So this is like an athletic dress. Kind of reminds me of that black prana dress that I had not too long ago, the Saxon dress. But this one has like the built-in bra, and it's in this greenish bluish color. It is, I believe, a decent size. What size are you? Okay, I don't see the size up here, but this is called the Breezeful dress. And it says ultra lightweight, quick drying, breathable, sweat absorbing, 4-way stretch. So lots of good things about it. What is your size? Extra large. So this is a size extra large, which is really good. Extra large, new with tags, all that good functioning casual athletic stuff that people would want to wear. You know, if you want to wear a dress to like a zoo or something like that, this would be really comfortable and breezy. So I do like stuff like this. Usually I don't really like to pick up the Target collaboration pieces, but this seemed interesting enough. So this is called Rowing Blazers, and this is in a size 1X. It is new with tags, even though part of the tag was torn, it's still new with tags, and it's just this really vibrant checkered short sleeve polo dress. It does have pockets. The colors kind of make me think of like if you were to go golfing, you know, that kind of thing. It also makes me think about Alice in Wonderland, just something about like the fun vibrancy of it and the pattern and everything. So I was like, okay, it's a larger size, it's new with tags, and it definitely stands out. And I did see one, I believe, that sold on eBay for like $75, I believe. So I was like, okay, let's try it. Next, out of the $2 bin, it's this Old Navy size large tall. So again, good with the tall sizing. I think I had someone recently buy something from me that was from Old Navy, and she said when she got it, she rated it, and she was saying like it's hard to find the tall sizes, and so that kind of stuck with me. So now anytime I see Old Navy tall, like usually I pay attention to that stuff anyway. I like plus size Old Navy, but when she said that, now I'm really thinking like, okay, is it hard to find the tall sizes? So I give that extra special consideration. But here's the tag here. This is just a beautiful plum purple snap crotch long sleeve bodysuit, and it feels really, really smooth and really comfortable. So nice size, great condition, beautiful color. I think in the fall someone will kind of go for this. I have a lot of stuff that I've picked up. Actually, this isn't even everything that I'm going to show in this video is not everything. I've just been trying to crank it out, like listing it so fast that I haven't even had the chance to make a haul. This is just me finally getting the chance to sit down with what I have not packaged up yet and show you guys. I wish I could show you everything, but it just seems too hard to fit it in to sit down and film a video about it and, like, you know, crank it out, like as far as taking pictures and inspecting it and trying to make sure that you're getting listings out every day. So yeah, also I'm doing this because I'm making this video because I'm trying to cheer myself up because of the sales that are kind of like I said, so bad right now. I'm like, okay, I need to just look through my stuff and reconfirm in my mind that, like, I'm not picking up garbage. I'm sure some people might watch this video and be like, oh, you're picking up garbage, you know, because they're selling luxury or whatever. But for me, I don't think I'm picking up garbage. I think there's nothing wrong with the things that I'm picking up. I think that there's a lot of other factors that come into play. Again, I will rant about that at the end of this video, but for now, let's just get back to the clothing before I get started. So here's a men's new attack cutter and buck. This is another one of those kind of like casual outdoor sort of brands that I do enjoy selling. So it is a size 2XL. It's great that it's new with tags, and it's just this plaid button-down shirt. So he can wear it to the office, or, you know, and it's also got like the little hound dog there. He could dress it up, dress it down, whatever he wants to do, but great size, great condition, new with tags. That was a yes for me. Here's a brand that I've never heard of before, but this dress gave me a certain vibe of something that I've sold before, and that's why I kept looking at it. So they are in different sizes. I actually got two of them, but this is the first one. I love the smocking. So you see the stretch here, and then it's a square neck, and it can be kind of like off the shoulder, or you can pull it up. Either way, it's pretty and it's floral, got the foliage print, and it's tiered, and it reminds me a lot of like certain Chico's dresses that I have seen, and also it's another one. I think it's House of something called the Nap Dress. I can't remember the exact name, but it reminds me of that one too, and I remember I sold that one pretty well. But this is called Meadow Roads, and it is a medium petite. And just simply because the comps look pretty good and it's in such great condition, and I get a good vibe about this because I've sold stuff similar to it before, I decided to grab this one as well as the other one. So this one is the other one. It is green, and the size on this one is a small. So same style with the square neck and the foliage and the smocking. But the good news about this one is actually new with tags, so the value is even higher on this one. And I'm super excited to give it a go. These are midi dresses, which is nice. I do try to pick up dresses that are, longer. I mean, I will sell like a knee length or a mini dress, but I think the ones with more longer fabric perform better. Okay, now let's go to the next bag. I'm gonna clear this out so I have space, and then we're gonna move on to the next bag. So here's a pair of rain boots. These are youth rain boots, and they're called bogs. They've got a pretty rainbow print, all over rainbow print. I've always had pretty good luck with selling bogs, and even when they're not in the best condition, these are actually really, really good compared to some of the other ones that I've sold. These are called Bogs Bloom, which I have sold before, and I think the bloom might be, or at least it was, a little bit better than just regular bogs. Anyway, these are waterproof, and just because it's something that's tried and true for me and they're in really good condition, I grabbed these. And by the way, these are a youth size 4. So again, I like these outdoor brands. This is Eddie Bauer. This is an extra large, and this is called the Departure shirt. Departure 2.0 long sleeve shirt in an extra large, new with tags, gray. You can kind of just like make it casual, see how she's wearing jeans with it, or put on some hiking pants or something, or leggings, however you want to do it. It's a nice gray color that will go with everything, so that's cool. Here's a really cool pickup from the $2 bin. I got super lucky with this. This is an Adidas hoodie, and it's called the Sun Hoodie. I love the iridescent logo right there. Very pretty. Beautiful purple, and also it's new with tags. This retails for $65, and I only paid $2 for it, so I think that's pretty cool. It's got like the stripes there, classic stripe, 3 stripes down the sleeve, so just an amazing deal on this. This I couldn't stop staring at when I saw it on the rack. I am not familiar with the brand. It says CC Dresses, and this is in a size extra large, but I can't tell if it's the same CC that is with the blue tag, if you know what I mean. There's a blue one that says CC. This one says it's made in India, so I don't know if it's a different CC or what, but in any case, I thought this was just a beautiful, beautiful green shimmery, it looks like tinsel, gathered waist, tiered dress, long sleeve dress. This is so pretty for like an office party, for like the holidays. That green is just gonna really pop and stand out. So I was like, just based on style and also the fact that it's extra large, I wanted to get it, so we're gonna put it in my closet. I usually pass on a lot of Barefoot Dreams because it just does not sell for me, but I did like this one. This is a size large, so it's nice. It's a bigger size. Usually I see them in extra small or small. I personally like Barefoot Dreams. I love the texture. It's super warm. I have a couple of sweaters myself, but it's rare that I see it large, and I've never seen it new with tags. I'm still hoping that I find it, but this is pretty cool because it's just a quarter zip pullover, which I think is kind of different than like the waterfall cardigan that I usually see. So I was like, all right, I want to get this one. It's a larger size, and so I think it'll have better look. Lily Pulitzer is not my best performer. I love it personally. I love the way that it looks. I think it's beautiful and vibrant, but I just don't have the best luck with it. However, this was in such good condition, and I just thought it was so pretty. So here's one with a square neck, and it's got like the puff shoulders. Very cute. It's also got some gathering there in the back. She took very good care of this dress, and this is in a size 2. So yes, I know it's a smaller size, but it's just so pretty. I think maybe I'll be able to find someone that's interested in it. Then we have, this is a new tag Chico's, and this is in a size 1, and this is an actual leather suede midi skirt. So I feel like this is very Western, very cowgirl, and again, because of the black, it will go with anything, and it's new with tags. You know, again, it's a mature brand, Chico's, so there were just so many things about it that made me say yes, yes, and yes. Definitely an Old Navy plus size new tag fan, and this is a size 1X, and this is just this beautiful rust orange brown jacket, like a jean jacket kind of style, and it is new with tags as well. So again, you know, I do like stuff like this. I think in the fall this is going to be so perfect. This is that color that, you know, comes to mind when you think of like, you know, pumpkin pie and leaves and all that stuff. So, and the fact that it's new with tags and it is a plus size, I really think that this should be something that should move out no problem. Here's a Draper James dress, and this is in a size 12. It does have the Kohl's tag on it, even though it does not have the Draper James tag. It is still new with tags. And I think it's beautiful with the buttons and everything going down it. It's tweed. It's got this metallic kind of shimmer to it, and it's purple and green. I actually see quite a few of these listed, but I wanted to sell mine anyway because it's a larger size. It's a size 12, and I just think it's so pretty. It's got like the little leaves there on the gold buttons, so I want to add it to my closet. Next we have this, well, this isn't the best performer either for me, but I liked it so much that I decided I wanted to get it anyway. This is Urban Outfitters, and this is in a size small. It is new with tags, and this is a brown metallic, kind of like a bronze strapless jumpsuit, wide leg jumpsuit, very pretty. Almost gives me like a harem pants kind of a vibe, you know, very loose, very comfortable. So I was like, all right, again, you know, sometimes I see brands that I normally would pass on, but if I like the style enough and the color and the condition and all that, I'll still get it anyway. Here's a pair of men's hybrid shorts by Patagonia. These are not in perfect condition, but I don't think that they're unsellable. So these are in a size medium, and they actually had like that mesh lining around them, and somebody cut it out because they didn't want the lining. They just wanted the shorts, which I think a lot of guys do, you know, for comfort. So I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think if you still want a nice pair of hybrid shorts, they would still buy it even without that mesh lining on the inside. And these I got for $2. Here is a loft, and this is an extra small, so it is small, but it's new with tags. Original price was $44.50, and it's almost like just a slinky little black camisole. It looks very romantic to me, kind of like, you know, if you just want something simple, you wear a beautiful, I keep imagining like a chunky, maybe a gold chunky necklace or something with it, and just kind of keep it, let the jewelry be like the accent, and then keep this simple. I think this would be really cute. Just based on the name, I really like this piece. This is called the Frock Shop, and this is in a size extra large. There's the tag. It's just this knit, kind of like a A-line dress with the pleating there on the waist, and the comps do not look bad either. So being new with tags and a larger size, like I said, every time I'm going shopping, I'm kind of like paying close attention to what are the things made of. what's the style, not so much about like what's trending, but like just do I like it? Does it look like it could be like a staple piece in somebody's wardrobe, not something that's like quick to be in and quick to be out? You know, like I look for things that maybe would be more so part of somebody's personality and not so much like the trend. It's something that I could see like somebody wearing, I don't know, to the office, and this is them, you know, and that's just what they're going to wear. It doesn't matter what the trend is. They're going to, this is, you know, how they roll. So I look for pieces like that, things that would appeal to more mature audiences, people that aren't constantly shifting their wardrobes all the time, people that know what they like and they pretty much just stick to it. Here is another really pretty piece. This is a size 3X Nuitag Old Navy, kind of like off the shoulder, beautiful cream. It looks like it's got, well, you really have to zoom in to see it, but it looks like it's got like a needle point sort of a texture in there. Again, Nuitags, very comfortable, just like a wide open, if you want to feel the breeze, no restrictions, comfortable dress. From that same person as the other Lily Pulitzer, this is like a t-shirt kind of a dress. It's in a size medium. It feels like she just took the tags off of it and that's it. It's got this swirly swirl and a v-neck up here on the chest. Just a little, maybe it's a at the knee dress, but short sleeves t-shirt dress. These dresses are expensive when you go to Lily Pulitzer or when you go to, what is it, Belk? Some department store that I see in the mall. Like, they're always like $119 or whatever. So when I find them in really nice condition at the thrift store, I pick them up, but I don't always have the best luck with them. So that's the weird part for me, because I'm like, well, I get it. Like, the print is beautiful, the colors are beautiful. They're not cheap in the store, so I don't know why sometimes I have trouble moving them out, you know? And here is another Lily Pulitzer dress that I think is just darling. It's got this beautiful flutter sleeve, and this is in a size 4. It's this bright, pretty, like nautical, I'm going out to sea dress. It's eyelet with the blue, like the royal blue and the white. It just looks so pretty and breathable, and she just took such excellent care of her dresses. So I was like, oh, they're so cute. I just want to add them. Then we have this Nuitag men's size small. This is a cool pullover, and this is the riser pullover. I was thinking that it would have some kind of wool aspect to it, but I believe it's 100% polyester. But because it's Nuitags, and I usually do not find Nuitags cool, I picked it up. This is in the color Dark Storm. The only thing which I will disclose is that the little lanyard piece from the tag is stuck in the zipper, so I can't zip it all the way up, but once they take the tag off, they'll be good to go. So I grabbed this. I think it's going to do great because it is a men's. And there's the logo. Okay, so last bag, right? I've been very busy. So from the $2 bin, I grabbed this Fruit of the Loom size 3XL. This is in the color rose, and it's just a wireless seamless bra built for comfort. I mean, I paid $2 for it. For me, it doesn't really seem to matter like what the brand is. It's so long as it's comfortable, and usually I like the larger sizes. I think that bras, Nuitag, will always have value because people always need comfort, you know, underwear. I've never heard of this brand before, but this also came from the $2 bin. This is called Charlotte Brody New York, and these are in a size 12. They're these pretty, kind of like a wicker woven short. They've got like a side zip on them. And apparently this is like some kind of a designer, like, you know, that when I check the comps, it looks like she does all right. So this is great that I'm able to try this from, you know, just a $2 pair of shorts. If it performs great, then, you know, then I will know. But these were in really nice condition. Here's something else that I haven't heard of, but I just felt like it came from like a mature kind of boutique. This is called Yak and Yeti, and it says made in Nepal. It's a size medium, and it is Nuitags. It's a very like bohemian kind of look to it with the shark bite there. It's a long sleeve knit with a little pocket there, Anytime I see that one pocket, I think, oh, this is like one of those minimalist lagging look kind of things. This originally was $39.95. So I just decided I wanted to test it out because it just looks like something, even though it's not made of like linen or Pima cotton or organic, whatever, it has that same kind of minimalist look. So I want to test it out. This caught my attention because as soon as I saw them, they just looked like quality. Like something about the zippers and the texture and all of that just caught my attention. So this is Raffaello Rossi. There's the brand right there. And apparently this does very well. It does have a flaw. Yes, it does have like a little bit of that on the thing. But other than that, these pants are in great shape and they are performing well according to eBay. So I'm going to load them in and see what happens. I have sold Wit and Wisdom before. I don't think I realized that it was sold at Nordstrom. I think maybe I was thinking it was like Kohl's or something. But anyway, this has a Nordstrom tag to it. I wish the size was a little bit bigger. It's a size 4 petite, but it does, just like Democracy, have that absolution in there. And I know I've sold a different brand before that has absolution and it did very well. So I felt like this might be a good idea. It says Cool Max. They're new with tags. They've got this comfortable stretchy waist. Let's see, Nordstrom wanted $58.99 or either $88 for it. Either way, I was like, I like that it's got that stretchy comfort material to it, and I just want to give it a go. Plus, also, it's a boot cut with the distressing down there. This is a brand that I have sold before, but the jeans that I had before were probably not in the best condition. It had seen better days. But these are basically like new. I really think you just took the tags off of them because I don't see wear. So this is either Justin or Gustin. But these are a style of skinny jean. And they have this button fly. They feel extremely rigid, like extra starched. But they're this beautiful dark wash. And they feel absolutely incredible. Like I don't see any flowing on these. And they are men's jeans. So I was like, all right, yep, I'm getting those. These don't perform as well as I would like them to, but I usually get sucked into buying them because I just love the style of them. So this is We the Free. It is in a size 29. If it had been a smaller size, I probably would not have picked them up. But being a 29, I was like, okay, that's all right. And they had, I didn't see any flawing on them. There was no ripples or anything in this area, and they're a light wash and they're very bohemian paisley. Got the distressing there, super wide bell bottom leg there. So I'm gonna give them a go. Here's a, I believe, vintage piece. This is called At Last Co. Some of these pieces are only selling for like $21, and then other ones are selling for like $150. So we're just going to see where this falls. It's a size medium, made in India, 100% cotton. I thought that it was a pretty plaid shirt, and it's very soft, so I just want to see. This is a skirt that I looked at first, and I thought it was pretty, and then I don't know, I left it behind. It's got like these little dotted cutouts here. It is a maxi skirt. It is knitted, and it's a pretty cream beige color. When I came back around, I realized that this tag was hanging out the bottom of it, and this is by the brand Commence. So I was like, oh, it's new with tags, and it's pretty, and it's a maxi. So this is a size medium with all those factors. I love like just so much of it. It's such a cozy thing. First time finding this in anything. I thought I might find it in a bag, but apparently it's going to be this flannel shirt. So I always pronounce it Fajal Raven. I'm sure that's wrong. I'm sure the F is probably, the F is probably silent. I'm not sure. But it's just when I see it, I always kind of like, in a way, I almost try to say it weird. So that way it kind of sticks in my brain like Fajal. This is a size men's large. And there it is. A nice fall piece. Good size, good condition, pretty colors. These are a J. Crew size 34, and this is the 84 low rise wide leg. Are these button? No, they're not button fly. But just a nice large size of J. Crew. Beautiful wide leg there. I debated this. This is a Free People, and it's not an extra small or a small like what I usually find. It's a medium. I do wish that it had been a little bigger, but I just kind of like the style of it. So this is an asymmetrical button-down denim dress. It's got the distressed hem there, and I feel like it's in really nice condition, and I just thought it was pretty cute, so I threw it in my basket. This was an absolute 100% yes for me. This is a larger size J. Crew, new with tag, and additional button. This is the essential wide leg pant in this beautiful olive green. I love looking through the green pants section. I feel like green is just such a great color for the things that I look for. And to boot, this is a 100% linen pant. So I thought this was a win all day long. Bigger size, new with tags, you know, well-known brands, sustainable, beautiful style. Like everything was just a yes, yes, yes. I got this out of the $2 bin. This is just like it says Section 101 Majestic. This says Carolina Tar Heels. And it's a long sleeve t-shirt. Again, I only paid $2 for it. It has a Ross tag, which normally was a deterrent for me, but after I had pretty good luck with selling those things that I got from the 49-cent sale, I'm not so afraid of the Ross tag anymore. So, you know, if anybody is like a Tar Heel fan or whatever, you know, or just from North Carolina, or just wants the t-shirt, you know, I feel like I could probably flip this. We're getting there, I promise. So here is a Life is Good, which I usually see a lot of, but I don't usually find it new with tags. This was in the $2 bin. It's a large, and there you go. And it's just got a picture of a fish. And this is Life is Good. So I was like, okay, $2 bin, brand new, great size. Here is a brand that I really, really like. This is called Carve Designs. It's a sustainable brand. They usually have like organic cotton and recycled whatever. These are in a size 10. I usually find the shorts. I've never found a full length pair of jeans before. They're in this pale yellow, and they've got the distressing there on the hem. They're in pretty good shape. There's the I know you can't read it, but there's a little plate on the back there. So I was like, okay, if I can get as much as I get for the shorts and even for the top. I think I just sold the top for like $40, which is awesome. I can't wait to see how the full length jeans are going to perform. New to me brand, but I just thought it was kind of cool. This is called 78 and Sunny. This is in a size 1X, and it's a really, really soft knit sweater, and it has its tag there. So plus size, pretty color, nice and cozy. And this originally retailed for $88. That logo there kind of looks like Daily Practice to me. And I think that might have been one of the things that caught me too. So we're going to give it a go. I think it'll be all right. Another more mature comfort piece. This is a J. Jill. And this is in a size 2X. It is new with tag, and it is called the Red Gerbera dress. And basically this is just a maxi long, short sleeve red dress, like a t-shirt dress. It's got that material like almost like, you know, wicking, like moisture wicking or whatever. It's got like a lot of stretch, so you could be 100% comfortable in this. This is great for the summertime, and I was like, this is exactly what I look for. New with tags, plus size, comfort, long, mature, simple. Oh Lord. Okay, so for the longest time, I do not like figs. I got excited when I first found it, and then because supposedly figs it's a scrub company that, well, I guess it was doing well at some point, but now I really can't get it to move to save my life. So I kind of lost my mind with these next purchases. But checking the comps, it looks like the comps are saying that they sell very well. So here's the figs, and yeah, you'll notice the size is an extra small, so I'm definitely going off the rails with this one. But the reason I picked it up is because it is a scrub jumpsuit, which I thought was really cool. And according to the comps, the jumpsuits are actually doing pretty well. So I don't pick up the tops and I don't pick up the bottoms, because even the joggers and even new with tags I was struggling to sell. But someone donated a bunch of these jumpsuits because they had them in all different colors, and I was like, well, clearly they're comfortable, because she bought one in every color. And I could see it being easier than trying to match up like the pants and the tops. If you just get the jumpsuit, then you could just put the whole thing in, you know. But yeah, even though it's a smaller size, just based on the comps showing that these jumpsuits are selling, I grabbed basically like all of them, and she had like two in every color. So they were two navy blues. Here's the other navy. I think I only got one black. Two of the teal blue. I know, if these don't sell, I am going to be really, really screwed, because like this is a lot of them, and for them to be a smaller size, and I don't even like figs. It's crazy that I picked them up, but I was like, I think I believe in them. Sorry, Cookie. Okay, and then, yeah. I mean, they are pretty cute. And I can smell detergent on them, so she washed all of them. So I got two of these red ones as well. So handful of figs jumpsuits. Please, please, please let them sell. All right, this is a really long video, but this is the last thing. I promise. This is a men's Eddie Bauer, so again with the outdoor stuff. This is a size large, and it is just this plaid flannel shirt. New with tags, simple basics, something I think people will be looking for in the fall. So I just go in and grab it while I see it. Okay, so now it's time to rant. So Poshmark has come out with a lot of updates. I think the most recent one, I don't mind. It's the thing about reactivating. I've actually been looking for it. It took a while to hit my account, so I guess they were rolling it out in waves. It was a while ago when I read about, like, you know, anything that's over 60 days old, you can hit reactivate and it'll renew it in the system. But I don't really understand the definition of reactivating, because people have been liking those listings, so clearly somebody sees it. However, there's no denying that my Poshmark has been pretty dead. And so when I think I have like 1,892-ish listings, right? So when I finally got the feature to reactivate my listings, it said that 1,781 out of that 1,892 needed to be reactivated. And I'm like, you're kidding me. All those listings were basically floating in no man's land for however long, you know. And I would relist things, but just not that much, since they started penalizing people for, like, you know, doing like mass deleting and mass copying and relisting. I kind of just stepped away from it. I wouldn't do it a lot anyway. I mean, I would just do it, you know, just to try to jolt the system. But definitely once they started penalizing people and banning them or suspending them or whatever, I stepped away from it, because I was like, I want no part of that. It'll just sit there, you know. But I'm glad that they came out with this, so that way it gives me some hope that maybe I will see some more sales. After doing it yesterday, I didn't see anything initially. As a matter of fact, my activity slowed down a lot. I think it said it had been 8 hours since my last, whatever it was, like, or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's really weird. Like, that never ever happens. So clearly it's something going on the tech side, from them moving things around, that's slowing down sales. So I don't think it's the things that we have in our stores that are just not up to par. I think it's a thing of like the technology that's behind it, that's behind the scenes, and we can't really control it. I know I've experimented with quite a few things where I've tried like changing around keywords and titles. Seems like that'll work for a couple of days and then it'll stop working. I try listing every day. That'll work for a couple of days and then all of a sudden it flatlines. And then I try listing more each day. Works for a couple of days and then it flatlines. So it's like it really feels like there's no way to combat it or control it. All I can do is just keep trying to do my best, and I continue to pick things up because whenever this passes, you know, I know that I've continued to do the best that I can, and I try to pick up good quality things with good fabric content, new with tags, you know, stylish or, you know, just staple pieces, things that I like to go in my closet. And I refuse to believe that, oh, you're not making any sales anymore because you're selling garbage or whatever people try to say. I don't think that's true. I really think that it's them playing around, you know, and the thing is, it's like, I'm a reseller. I'm not a coder. You know, I didn't go to school to major in technology or whatever. It's like, no, I sell clothing and accessories and shoes online. I don't have time to figure out, you know, what makes the algorithm happy, and, you know, it's just so much stuff with like the bots and the AI and the you know, like all these things that I'm like, okay, look, I'm not a robot. Okay, I just want to sell clothing. I like selling fashion and cute pieces. You know, that's my thing. I don't want to have to get up here and try to figure out, you know, who I can pay as a third party to, you know, come in and automatically do this and delist, and like, I don't know, that's just, it's like, it's too much. Like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm a reseller. I'm not here for that stuff. So, and I can't say that it's just Poshmark. eBay has not been doing very well either. It's strange because it's like a switch gets turned on and off. One minute I have no sales for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden, ping, 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 ping. And I'm like, okay, none of these things are like newly listed. These are things that have been listed. So, you know, it's like, there's no way that coincidentally, all of a sudden, you know, 5 people on eBay saw what they wanted out of my closet. It's like, no, it's like something has been triggered by whoever on the tech side behind it, you know, and that's what gives you the sales. But it makes me upset because I have more bad days as a reseller than I have good days, and that's not where I really want to be. I'm making less money this year than what I made last year, which is horrible because every year you want to make more money, you want to do better and be more prosperous, but that's just not the case this year, and I get it. Gas prices are high. I think right now they're $4.19 in my area, maybe a little higher in some other areas in my area. But when I went to go fill up last, it was $4.19. And I know, you know, it's like everything, rent, gas, food, all that stuff is high. I know, I'm living in this world too, and I have to deal with it just the same, you know, so I get it. People don't have the extra money, but then I also know that not everybody is in the same situation. I have sold probably in the past month like a couple of $140 pairs of jeans. I think I did like 2 weeks ago or last week or something. So it's like all of a sudden this sale blows in, and I'm like, okay, clearly not everybody's in the same position where they can't afford to invest in their wardrobe. Some people do have it like that. So I really don't think that it's like, I don't think it's a definite thing of like, oh, it's the economy or it's your garbage stuff that's listed. I think it's just simply a visibility thing, and I think so long as the tech heads behind Poshmark and eBay or whatever constantly keep playing around with it, it's going to continue to affect our sales and make us question ourselves. And so at some point you kind of have to, you know, tell yourself, it's not me. It's okay to reflect on yourself and try to figure out what you can do better and maybe how you can improve. But other times it's like, no, this is not me. This is other things that are outside of my control. I still have to survive it. But, you know, it doesn't help to beat yourself up and be like, oh, it's me. You know, it's something I'm doing wrong, because I really think that it's them, you know, Poshmark people, tech people. And hopefully they get all these updates up and running and done and leave it alone so we can get, you know, like somewhere better, you know. So that's it. If you're frustrated, you are not the only one. I definitely have a feeling of feeling like I'm kind of drowning right now, but I'm still holding on because that's pretty much all we can do. So just keep trying your best, keep listing, and wait for this to pass. So that's it. Thanks so much. I know this was a longer video, but thanks so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.